Come join us here at Center Stage here at Expo on Broadway. She starred in the title role of Thoroughly Modern Millie. She won critical acclaim as Broadway's longest-running Sally Bowles and Cabaret. And there's more. She originated the leading roles in Triumph of Love and State Fair, and most notably received the Tony Award and Drama Desk nominations for Best Actress as the original Belle in Disney's Beauty and the Beast. Yeah, I'm pretty excited too. Now, she's a busy lady. Her film credits include 13 going on 30, Gotta Pick It Up for Disney Channel, and many award-winning independent films. She also gave voice to the sultry Meg, right? In Disney World. That's right. And sang Angel in Lady in the Tramp 2, Stamp's Adventure. Now on television, my goodness, she has spent 2 seasons in a WWE show at Nikki, actually, and has guest starred on Modern Family, House, Numbers, NYPD Blue, RS Party of 5, Drew Carey, Almost Perfect, Partners, All My Children, Loving, and PBS great performances. She is a busy lady, and I'm so thrilled she would come spend some time with us today. It is my pleasure to welcome to the stage Susan Egan. I love it. Well, you know, I'm welcome back. So this is the ultimate fan event. Now, 23 years ago, you originated the role of Belle on Broadway in Beauty and the Beast. Kind of a big deal for us. Now, Susan, how do you even prepare to play a strong, smart, and beautiful character like that?
I have a secret weapon, and her name is Linda Wolverton. You guys know Linda Wolverton. She wrote the movie, and then she wrote the adaptation to stage, and she is Belle. You can see a picture of her. She is Belle. In fact, she based Gaston on an ex-boyfriend of hers, so served him right. What a smart, brilliant, funny, lovely woman right there, and I could ask her all the questions in the world.
Oh, what a good face. You know, we have some fun slides, and can you take us through the making of Belle and your story, right? Let's see what's on here, right? So, oh, look at that.
Impressive. Came out with the logo, whereas the movie had that, the logo was the silhouette of Belle and the Beast waltzing, and then we got that sort of mask that was very sort of Phantom-esque. You know, it was Disney going Broadway. Pretty cool. They made these t-shirts in New York because a lot of children came to the theater for the first time that said, my first Broadway show, but they only made them in children's sizes, except they made one for me in my size.
Now, what were you thinking here?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so this is where I would make funny faces to the girls behind me. And I know this is Disney, but I think I'm going to go ahead and say it. When we first saw these costumes, I could literally ask them, what's your cup size?
Nice. Let's see what other sides we have.
Let's page, Tom Bosley. Okay, Tom Bosley was the heart of this whole show. Of course, he was Mr. Cunningham on Happy Days. We all knew him. But few people knew that he had won a Tony Award as the title character of Fiorello on Broadway. And so this was him coming back to Broadway after many years. He played Maurice. He was incredible. And we used to joke that Belle's last name was Cunningham. And this is Terry. So this picture was taken, that one over there, was taken about 6 months before we started rehearsals. So unlike every other Broadway producer, Disney knew how they wanted to market. And so I had seen Terry at the audition. Terry's name played the Beast, sorry. And then they took us over to Brooklyn for this photo shoot and a commercial shoot. And they had to quickly make that costume for him and that costume for me. But that's the last time we ever wore those specific costumes. It was just for the commercial shoot. And so it was like, okay, now be in love and I'm gonna take a picture. And that ended up being the poster. Crazy. Here we are. This is all of us. This is the LA company. I can tell because that's Ivy and that's Jack Schechter and it's a different cast. And this at the end, you would all smile and hold, and we were just trying to catch up. It was a 12-minute number that took 2 12-hour days to text to get through Be Our Guest one time when we were checking the show. I hate this picture. So had I seen this one beforehand, I never would have approved that pic. That was from that very first photo shoot. Like, we hadn't figured out the wig yet, we hadn't figured out the dress. I'm not even in character. It was like, next.
Okay, what ironic this has been for you. We're so grateful to have you here. Now, D23 fans, I mean, Susan's here, right? And so she's an amazing singer and performer. And she did originate the role of Belle on Broadway, right? Maybe she'd be open to performing for us?
I think we should spontaneously do the number that we rehearsed earlier.
Yeah, exactly. Well, then let's do this introduction right, all right? La chérie, mademoiselle, it is with deepest pride and greatest pleasure that we welcome you today. Welcome you, that's kind of dirty, I don't know what I'll take it. And now we invite you to relax at such a stage as we proudly present Susan Egan!
So, Beauty and the Beast was actually my Broadway debut. I received a Tony Award nomination. I had costumes that cost more than my yearly salary, and little girls dressed as Belle who would talk to me while I was on stage performing. I broke my arm the first year and my foot the second year. I did 787 performances over 2.5 years, and it was nothing less, I kid you not, than a fairy tale dream come true. own. This is a Paris selection. Colors of my life. This lonely dusty cottage where an artist loves his wife. Easy to remember, harder to move on. Knowing the Paris of my childhood is gone. How does a moment last forever? How can a story never die? It is love we must hold on to. Never easy, but we try. Sometimes our happiness is captured. Somehow a time and place stand still. Love lives on inside our hearts and always will. So Beauty opened 23 years ago. I did it for a couple years. That means 21 years ago I stopped playing Belle, and I'm still cheating. I'm still singing all of her music. But let's face it, I'm now the age of Mrs. Potts. Of course, her song, well, it won the Academy Award. Here's a little movie of what it was like behind the scenes doing this play so long ago. Look, I have the same haircut that I was a lot younger. Tales old as time, true as it can be. Barely you friends, then somebody else unexpectedly. Just a little change, small to say the least, but a little scary.